UY SCUTI is finally here, man. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know if it's pronounced in another way. But UY SCUTI, man, by Thugger, is finally here after numerous delays. And I'm talking about numerous delays. Y'all know, man. Bro first announced that it was going to release in June. Then after that, he delayed it. Didn't give us a date. But then he gave us another date in September. And then he delayed it again. But we finally here, man. It finally dropped. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this release. All right. There's a lot of topics that Thugger has to address, right? We have those recent jail calls that got leaked, and a lot of information was released through those calls that may have swayed a lot of different things. But surprisingly, I don't think it had a huge impact, just looking at the features that exist on this album. So let's go ahead and take a look at the album cover. All right, so straight off the bat, just looking at the album cover, you got Thugger that, I don't know if it's supposed to be a white-faced Thugger, or if it's supposed to be like a pale version of him. I'm gonna go with a pale version, right? I don't know what it's supposed to represent, right? What is it supposed to symbolize? But I'm gonna go with the fact that it may symbolize him kind of losing himself, right? He got to a point where obviously he was arrested. He said he struggled with a lot of, different things that mentally took a toll on him during that period, rightfully so, right? And then you have everything that just unfolded in the last few weeks, right? Where potential relationships, could have been burned, within everything that just released in those phone calls, right? And then you got the public perception as well, too, with the whole rant and shit also being on his mind as well, too. So I feel like it's kind of like a dead, it's supposed to represent like a dead version of him. That's my assumption, right? Bro is looking pale, right? You can see he's looking pale. So that's my assumption, that he's kind of losing himself. And not that he's losing himself, but like he feels dead, right? Like he feels dead given everything that has occurred. That's my assumption. Y'all let me know if I'm tweaking. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, man, we here. Let's get straight to the project, man. It's been a lot of waiting. Let's get straight to it. All right, so just a quick scroll at the track list before we get started. Just looking at the features. You have Carson. You have Cardi B, who's coming off of Am I the Drama, which is a huge project. You feel me? Cardi B. And y'all for showing love to our reaction to that project. Definitely go hit that link down below if you have yet to go check that one out. Shit is a banger, all right? From there, you got T.I. Surprising, right? Again, given all the rat news, you would think that, that relationship may be a little bit tarnished. Mariah the Scientist, right? Everything that had unfolded. You thought that, maybe their relationship, has fell apart. You got Baby on here, right? Lil Baby. You got Sexyy Red. You got YFN Lucci, right? And just going back to Lil Baby, right? They were saying that, Baby may not be fucking with Thug, right? Because of, again, all the rat and shit that came out. Because, Baby had an album that was supposed to come out a couple days ago, right? At the beginning of September. The leaks. And some speculated that he just didn't release it, right? And hasn't given any update because Thugger was supposed to be featured on the project. And just given everything that came out, right? He probably didn't know how to approach that, because he would have to potentially have that same energy that they gave towards Gunna in this situation. And, obviously they're not, because here he is. All right, YFN Lucci, tough to see them, be able to, hash things out and get on the record. I think it's good, especially, for their image moving forward to, keep themselves free, and out of prison. All right, you got 21, right? That's huge. Again, being able to push through that ratting, allegations, ratting stuff. And then you got Travis Scott, and then you got Lil Gotit, and then 1300 Saint, and then Future, Money on Money, we heard that too, and then Mariah the Scientist once again. All right, so you got notable features that we may have expected originally, and relationships that would exist here. Like you know that these relationships exist. It's just a question whether or not it was still going to be intact, after everything. So I'm excited to hear how this shit all unfolds, man. Comment down below which track y'all think is going to be our favorite so far. But we about to get straight to it, man.
This is the most of them. This is the one that you see the shadow in the
all right, track one.
He's the one directing
Ninja.
traffic. He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's King Slime. He's pulling the shots. He is the most dangerous of the 28, Judge.
Okay. This got to be from the court hearings, from the trial hearings.
He is dangerous. The setup they've given to you is actually going to be less control. If he gets a burner, Judge, and the court may know this, a lot of the communications that Mr. Williams is on FaceTime, because it's not traceable, it's not trackable. And we know that to be their MO. He gets a burner, he gets in there, he runs his gang from inside, and he won't get that, and no one's going to throw his cell. I know what the investigator said. With all due respect, that's not the jail. That's their job. It's not the job of 24 officers being paid by Mr. Williams. That's not their job. The job is the sheriff of Fulton County or any other sheriff where our sheriff decides to put Mr. Williams. That's their job. He is dangerous. And I normally don't do this, but I don't hesitate in this case. Respectfully, Judge, I believe if you give him a bond, we're going to have more witnesses in danger or going to be missing. I believe he's that dangerous, Judge.
Okay, so just going off of that short stint, right? Again, Thugger got to be careful with the way he's putting out music because obviously he was told he can't rap about certain things, right? He can't be rapping about the same shit that he was rapping before, you know, whatever he was saying. We're not even going to say that he was saying certain shit, right? But whatever he was saying back then, he can't be on that same type of time. He got to be, you know, floating and addressing shit differently and, you know, speaking about different stuff. Him opening up the project with this, you know, it has me thinking, right? Is he going to talk about, you know, his old self, right? Is he going to stand on that, right? He's the most dangerous. You know, my boy was acting on this, that, and the third. What angle is he going to take? And again, just looking at the album cover, maybe he's saying like, yo, that's the old me, man. That person is that. Like, this a new version, you feel me? Because again, I'm getting a pale version right there. You know, it's looking like somebody that can't breathe. Somebody that's done. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, man. Let's see. Okay. Ninja. Let's go. It's 2025. Fourth quarter. King Spider. Thugger. Let's get it. Come on.
On the way to the party, they take they hoes. I come straight from the ghetto. My big dog trapping lows. We got a lot of pink toes. They won't sell they soul. Little bitch got choked out. Trying to send her low out. We trapping and rapping your bitch. Let's go. We putting this shit on head to toe. Whoa. We sell like the stadiums, yeah. Let's go. We putting buckets on the hoes.
Hey.
Nigga, I'm trenches to get.
Hey.
Fuck niggas selling they soul.
Hey.
We pop it wherever we go. Let's go.
Hey.
We selling these little niggas hoes. Yeah, it's King Spider, man. These niggas look up to us. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm fucking with this so far. I'm fucking with the energy, the tempo, you know what I'm saying, the flow so far, on the beat, clean. And one thing that, you know, bro talking about we trapping and rapping, whatever. I'm Judge, he talking about the music. He trapping in terms of the music. You feel me? He's trapping here in the stew, putting out fire, cooking up in the stew. That's what he's trapping. You know what I'm saying? He's trapping out with the Spider merch, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's trapping. That's how he's trapping, Judge, Your Honor. You feel me? All right, let's get it.
We pop it wherever we go. Let's go. We selling these little niggas hoes. Yeah, it's King Spider. These niggas look up to us. That's a fact. Everything we do. But everything we do is a translation.
Yes, sir. Big influence.
Fucking danky, yeah. They follow us cause it ain't them we can't get, yeah. Big baguettes on the ship, I sank it, yeah. Every time they play, we spanking them, yeah. You want a whooping, son? When she can't get a hold of you, she call me, yeah. I'm the one left the Gucci socks in your sheets, yeah. Talking cars, I got every animal in my fleet, yeah. Yeah. I chop out the beat. I chop down the freak. Woo. The spot got a reek in it. Hey. Been smelling like Baccarat. Woo. Victoria's Secret. Okay. I bought it a Birkin and Kales. We do it Chanel. They wanna be just like us and all they bitches can tell.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, Ninja, right? Funny enough, it's called Ninja, right? Funny enough, it's called Ninja. You got Ninja, track 1, intro. You know what I'm saying? Opens up with some court hearings. Well, with some vocals from the court hearings. Then you got the actual track in itself. Fire. I fuck with the way it started off. I didn't like the ending. Prior to that shocking piece of the ending, prior to the shocking part of the ending, you know, I didn't like it too much. And then he hits us with that part. It's like, bro, what the fuck, man? So intro was calm. It was calm. It's not the worst. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's not the greatest. You know what I'm saying? We've had some better intros from Thugger. All right. But we on the track too, man. Yuck, featuring Ken Carson. All right, I know Ken Carson's big. You know what I'm saying?
All this bad shit around nigga, man. All this motherfucker money, man. All this shit
I know a
going
couple
on,
of y'all
man.
really tuned in with Ken Carson. I'm not really locked in with Ken Carson like that, but let's hit it, man. Let's go.
It's lit.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Thugger.
It's up.
Thugger Free 2025, man. We back alive, man. We here. Let's go. Come on.
That bitch, she bad. She sang Stone Cold. Where your diamonds at? Shit inside your nose.
Okay.
Grain on shoes. Shit designer toes.
Okay.
In the air. Show them hoes you froze. Woo. This bitch know I'm not coming, no. Woo. You play with me, my twin gon' go.
Woo. Hey.
Roll rush truck if you think I'm po.
Okay.
Got $500,000 on me low. Yeah. We're going two-tone on the road, rush spectrum.
Yeah.
She wanna fuck my bro tonight and I'm a little.
Yeah.
She got high heels on, baby. She pressure.
Yeah.
I went throw up on the rollie, it's yellow.
Yeah.
Yuck. 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 Everything by a young nigga rich. Dog. Yuck. If I spit on her click till the glitz.
Real quick, chat. I hope y'all hearing the Playboy Cardi influence, right? You know, it's time where like the students is low key taking the table, sitting at the table of now becoming the teachers. You know what I'm saying? Like Playboy Cardi is obviously somebody who's come up off of various influences. Thugger being one of them, right? Thugger paved the way for a lot of people. And then Playboy Cardi started taking his own sound to another lane, and he's been able to push that on where people now want to, you know, take from his swag. You feel me? And this is definitely, you could hear the Playboy Cardi influence on this, down to the beat, down to the chorus, the yuck, the deep voice and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The cadence, all that shit, bro. You could hear it. Y'all let me know if I'm tweaking, but y'all can hear that shit. Y'all know that, bro. And there's no slight on nobody. We got to stop thinking that like, yo, because somebody sounds like somebody, or like whatever the case may be, that it's like it's a knock, it's a slight on the artist itself, or they stealing. No, bro, that's a part of art. You get inspired by others. Sometimes I may see the way another content creator does something, and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I love the way they did that. You obviously got to give your credit. Don't be out here jacking like it was yours this whole time. But you could be inspired and say, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I love the way they did that. Let me see how I can implement this into my own source. You know what I'm saying? How can I, you know, try to use this? I want to fuck around and experiment with this shit. Because I think it's fire. It's a nod to them, but you got to give your credit as well, too. You got to give them credit as well, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yuck. Everything by a young nigga rich. Dog. If I spit on her click till the glitz. Dog. Shit. I'm sliding in the beans. She say I'm sexy, I'm handsome just like King.
Yeah.
I told her mama I'm not mighty, I'm him. I told her baby come and ride me, bring a rim.
Yeah.
Yuck. My money in God, we trust. No niggas, just hoes and us.
Okay.
Us. If he play her, bring her here. I took 2 diamonds out my chest and put them in her ear.
Yeah.
Took my mans around the world cause I know he drill.
Okay.
Took a vintage Chanel cause I know it's real. Took the police on my trail cause I'm ill. I took her traveling around the world like a Navy SEAL.
Okay.
Gets on the dermal, now her neighbor kill. We turn this shit up like hey. Yuck. Let's go.
Let's see what Ken Carson got. Let's hit it. Come on.
All I know is pop my shit. I was taught this up. Oh, you thought them niggas was lit until they brought me up. Inject codeine in my veins. I don't need a cup. Dissect the body, get a brain, then I'm leaving her. For the black truck all limousine, I got gang in this bitch. Young nigga came from now, she never met a nigga this rich. Left her attack with her, I always got her location. Shawty want me to pay.
I ain't gonna lie, I know Ken Carson is a fan favorite for some of y'all. So don't kill me in the comment section. Y'all probably gonna kill me, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's not delivering on this. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not coming at him as an artist, right? Let's not, because sometimes we take things and run with it. I'm not really too familiar with Ken Carson's game. I haven't reacted to a lot of Ken Carson tracks. I haven't really listened to a lot of Ken Carson tracks on my Dolly. But Y'all gotta be honest. He ain't flowing on this shit, bro. That nigga off beat. Like, let's keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it a bean. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it in a bean, chat. Just keep it in a bean.
I ain't giving out donations. Trap house got 101. I have more spots than Dalmatians. Shot the bitch, ran out of patience. Crocodile burger for my baby. I'm shitting on every nigga that hate it. Should've stayed down, should've waited. My life so unrated. I swear this shit a movie. It's made by A24. Yo shit went to Tubi. Have my way with these hoes. I swear this shit too lit. Rats can't fit, they too big. I hate being sober. Brown thick shit so fine. Her body like a Coca-Cola. Take a shot, it's time to roll up. When I walk in that bitch, know I'm lit. I got Call of Duty sticks load up. You pussy niggas know how I get. It's lit. 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 I've been lit since the match struck. I turn a nigga to a pack, yo. This money will attract her. Let her play with B-bands. Send her money just to get her wig in and some designs on her hands. I don't trust her, just a game I trust. Gotta get my name tatted. I've been rolling out there. SSC all night, these ain't no addies. If I missionary with her, how you know that she a bad? Burry truck is not caddy. I got stars in the Rolls Royce. Charlie calling back to back. She don't want nothing, she just wanna hear my voice. She got niggas on our line, but they ain't making no noise. She got options, yo. She got options. I'm her favorite choice.
Alright, so Yuck. Track 2 with Ken Carson. How do we feel about it? To be honest, I feel like it had potential, you know, to really be a banger. But the hook, it's type dry. You know what I'm saying? You know, just a repetitive Yuck. I feel like it should only hit like that. And the verses, as the song went on, the verses got weaker, in my opinion. And then Ken Carson, I feel like he could have came and stole the show, but he didn't. So in my opinion, I think he underdelivered. He underperformed. You know, I feel like it's a track that might be a step down for Ninja, to be honest. So I don't know. So far, I'm not jacking it so far. I can't front. We on to track 3 with Cardi B. You feel me? On the news. Let's get it. Come on. BX stand up. BX stand up tall. Y'all know what we doing, man. Come on.
The pointers on my wrist, it got lil' mama eat me up. I flooded my wrist, rainbow roll it like a pump. Tonight we stepped on them niggas, time to mask up. Do you know how I feel to see your face on the news?
Okay.
Do you know how I feel to see your face on the news?
Okay.
Do you know how I feel to see your face on the news?
Okay.
VVS is on the wrist and that she splurging. That they can't get the hint of, but it's curving.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Drop top Benz coupe, shitting on them doo-doo. Yellow Rolls Royce, yellow hair Goku. They expose you as soon as you let them know you. But you know that I love you. I show that I trust you. I flex, I got muscle. Rolls Royce for my lover. I call up my mama like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, he walking on this motherfucker.
Like you special. I take you from your nigga. I put you in the washer. You a young spider, you flyer. You tighter, you wet, and I like ya. She calling me daddy and poppy. My clothes from overseas, you can fly to me. I'm going too big on these niggas that doubted me. I'm a real one, so she gon' confide in me. I told him bring me cash, all blues. My big brother coming home soon, nigga. Who do you know how I feel to
See your face on the news. You know how I feel to see your face on the news. Hey, you know how I see your face on the news. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Yo, I'm fucking with this one. I'm fucking with this one so far. This is what we need, Thugger. We need more of this. This is your sound right here. This is your lane. All that other shit that we heard so far, cool. You experimenting. I get it. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget what we really like you for. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget what we really like you for. Let's get more of this hopefully throughout the rest of the project. Just keep it going though. Let's keep it going.
See your face on the news. Do you know how I feel to see your face hit the news? Make mama call your phone, she boo hoo.
I said tens, we fuck with tens. Who is that bitch? It's just me and my friends.
Okay.
Dark skin, light skin, bitch, we still twins. Lose a bitch, I swear to God, they winning since when? Look, okay, Snow White, Richie, face extra large, 7 big bodies, ain't no 7 balls. Got more diamonds than a deck of cards. This nigga texting me, he wants some extra yards for a touchdown. I'ma need a bust down. Say he was a RN.
All right, Cardi. All right. All right. You know, y'all know I'm a big Cardi B fan. Enough with the football references. I ain't gonna lie, man. I get it. You supposed to, put your life into your music. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what's going on. And I'll be a hypocrite because I was just saying this shit in the Am I the Drama review, a reaction, should I say. Link down below for that one if you have yet to go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go check that out. I know I was saying exactly that, right? That's what you should be doing, pouring your life into your music and shit like that. But god damn it, bro. Is everything gonna be about fucking Stephon Diggs now? Football references and shit like that? Funny enough, she was doing this shit with Offset too. Everything was about Offset. I turned Offset on. He just on. Like, oh my god. I get it though. I get it. I'm being a hypocrite right now. I'm being a hypocrite. I'm calling myself out. I'm being a hypocrite, but shit, I'm low-key tired of it. I know it's only been one project so far, but I'm low-key tired of fucking football references already. Jesus, bro. Solid track though so far. Solid track though.
Texting me, he wants some extra yards for a touchdown. I'ma need a bust down. Say he was a RN, but he keep scrubs round. One, two, I'm like, nigga, what now? Said this ass calling him like a fucking butt down. I told you keep it low and you for trash bitches. I told you keep it low, you for op bitches. Kept it low, then you out here embarrassing. How you low when you got these bitches laughing? But how the fuck you laughing when I heard you getting beat on? Gotta pay a nigga way every trip y'all be on. I'm like, nah, that couldn't be that couldn't be me. No, that couldn't be C. No, I done lost my pride. I done lost tears when I cry. I lost my best friend and that nigga still alive. I'm surprised. Man, I thought this shit would never switch. Sometimes the realest nigga in your crew be a bitch. Nigga,
Do you know how I feel to see your
Okay, so towards the end, she got a little real. She started pouring, doing. I'm being a hypocrite. I know, doing exactly what I said she should be doing, right? But she was talking about some real shit, at least towards the end, right? I don't know if it was some references to like another female artist, right? Because she talked about like about a woman getting beat or something like that. Like that can never be something like that. She talked about losing her best friend. She's talking about disloyalty, about a lot of shit like that. I don't know if that's her talking about Offset. That could be, right? She had a couple nice bars throughout the verse as well too. Nothing too like strong, nothing too heavy. It was like calm bars, calm bars. But all in all, calm verse from Cardi. Not bad, calm verse from Cardi. Nothing crazy. I feel like her verses in Am I the Drama were better. But calm feature so far. It's the first collab between Cardi B and Thugger, right? Calm. It's fire. I'm fucking with the track though. I like that shit. You know how face Peter on the news. Do you know how to see your face on the news? Come on, I'm fucking with that. Make mama call your phone, shit, boo hoo. I'm fucking with that. I fuck with that track. First track that I'm actually like jacking so far. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we got a solo Thugger track. Catch Me, I'm Falling. Let's hit. Let's go.
Meeting with my lawyer at the jail tonight. Put me in the room, say they ain't talking right. Turn me to a felon, now nobody will hire me. This rap shit gotta sell, cause that's the only commodity. Every word you make, they say is gangbanging and slur. Broke down in the cell, I heard my brother was gone.
Wait, what he said? Oh, it's not giving me the lyrics. Why it's not giving me the lyrics? We gotta run that back real quick. I don't know if I heard that shit correctly.
Every word you make, they say is gangbanging and slur. Broke down in the cell, I
don't know if I heard that shit correctly.
Lawyer asked me, was I next? It'll never be my turn. One thing my niggas know, I don't lose sleep even when concerned. Get it right. Told my lawyer, get it right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And trying to reason with you. And me and Keith, we with you. We forever ride. Smoke like Zaza. And let it fly. You niggas play, we lay. Ain't got no delay. Caught every day lurking. I was geeked up on a perky. Being sober wasn't worth it. Talking about 100+ years. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Show them niggas what was happening. Got a lot of business work. Tell the judge we was capping. We ain't never put in work.
Yeah.
We couldn't even lie about trapping. We was televising the work. Damn.
Hey.
Trapping in the studio.
You hear he keeping it a butt. You know what I'm saying? He keeping it a butt. He's like, yo, tell the Lord we was capping. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't real. But then he's like, damn, like we can't even do that because we was out here televising the work. Like he's trying to say, yo, we was capping, we really wasn't trapping. But damn, we can't even get that lie off because we was really televising the work. And what I think he's saying by televising the work is that he was putting that shit in the music. You know what I'm saying? He was really just out here talking about everything they was doing. So he's kind of taking accountability, you know, at the same time, you know, pleading for that forgiveness as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with the track so far. A lot of vulnerability on this track. I love to hear. Let's continue.
We was televising the work. Damn. Fuck. Trapping in the studio, she says it's inspiring. No, she wanna fuck me by the way that she eyeing me. Answer every time I call her phone cause I need her. Interesting conversations telling me about society. You can see it in my eyes, I'm about to roll the dice. I'm too big of a guy to be serving up a life. Okay, every time we fly, you know it's gonna be private. Another call from the lawyer, I'm starting to feel psychic. Meeting at the courthouse. My partner's broke into my house. My mind going north while everything around me going south. Feel like it's no way out.
Okay. I'm fucking with this record, man.
Another episode of you feeling lost. I was gonna be right back. You ain't give me time to floss. But it's not your fault. You used to niggas running off. I just wish you was a boss. Don't worry about that. I'ma get you right. Don't care about the cost. You tired of telling me. You tired of taking losses.
You talking about Mariah the Scientist?
Treat you like my dog. Yeah.
You talking about Mariah the Scientist?
Black, but you looking so foreign. Can't help it, I'm falling.
It's that thugger sound, yes sir. Use that voice. Let's go. Come on. Pause. That was crazy, bitch. I'm fucking with this. I ain't gonna lie. Catch Me I'm Falling. I fuck with that one. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with that one. That's why I like to hear it, thugger. Yes sir. Come on now. That's a thugger sound. Yo, with the outro too. Woo, I'm fucking with it. Alright. Let's go. Fucking told you.
I told you. Okay. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you once. Yeah, okay. I told you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still live. On a bitch. Come through Rick. That's my bitch. We been sneaking. And it's lit. I been smashing. For a year. I spent cash on what? On a trip.
Yeah.
500 bands.
What?
On my wrist.
Okay.
Wrist. Naked. Bad girl. Introducing her to Barbie world.
Okay.
Asking. Bet you get it. Assassin. I kill that kitty. Shut up, bitch, and make me. You wanna date me? She wanna cake me. Birthday cake. So cool, I'm A. On birthday cake. It was this place. I call that last. I told you. What?
I told you.
I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you once. Yeah, okay. I told you. Oh shit, we back outside. We bring the thighs out. She hear ice. I brought the rocks out. She talked to Birkin. She smell like baccarat. Oh God, hit the car. Cause all this our shit. Bad small shit. Make that bitch a boss shit. I never walk again. I pull up, drop your jaw shit. Before I talk shit, go 150 new closet. I done unlocked it. She wetter than a faucet. You big, expand. You fuck around with Lil Shawty, you're my friend. He spin. The dough go up on the Benz, but this the lamb. She like daddy on fire. I'm like, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hey. Okay, I fuck with that. That shit was clean. I fucking told you. Calm track. Nothing too crazy to dissect about it. It's just a calm thugger track. You know what I'm saying? Where he's just talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? Flowing on the beat. And that's exactly what he did. I ain't gonna lie. It's a calm track. I can see myself spinning that one back. You know, just to vibe out. You know what I'm saying? It's a calm one. I ain't gonna lie. All right, we got Whoopty Doo right now. And I know we heard a snippet of this. That's obviously coming off of his interview, right? Where he was, well, not the interview, but interviewing jail calls. To be honest, too, no disrespect, Weezy. So far, I ain't gonna lie, because it was, what was it? Like, they were trying to compare, like, a fan-made version of that, right? There was, like, a fan-made version where they made some shit with, like, a different beat prior to, you know, a snippet of this. And then they were comparing it with this one, obviously. And I ain't gonna lie, the beat in the fan-made version, I feel like it wouldn't sound better. I seen that shit in the academics post. I low-key feel like this beat, you know what I'm saying, they really hitting like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could have been a better beat selection, a better beat choice. But let's continue to hear out the track, man. Let's continue. Okay. 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 I might have to eat my words. Pause. This shit.
We put that shit on when it's boring. The kids, they shopping at Barney's.
Yeah.
We put that shit on, we in morning.
Yeah.
We about to go shopping in the mornings.
Yeah.
We gonna go shopping for fun.
What?
We waking up early in the morning. She like to go shopping in Spain. We never too far from the plane. She asked what I want to fuck her. I told her I wanted a chain.
Yeah.
She living her life like Madonna. Chanel lipstick at the bar. My bitch super bad, but you too. Let's go throw this shit at Taboo. Whatever you want. I buy her whatever she want. I buy her whatever she want. I fly her wherever she want.
I'm fucking with it.
Chris Dior, you know, Roberto Cavalli type shit, whatever. You get all of it, baby, for sure. You baddie. I give her whatever she wants. I buy her whatever she wants.
Whoopty Doo.
I fly her wherever she wants. I buy her whatever she wants. I take her to Greece if she wants. I'm flying wherever she wants. I buy her whatever she wants. She getting whatever she wants.
Yo, I'm fucking with it. So, oh, B switch. Hold up. Whoopty Doo. Come on.
That's the phone, bitch ass nigga. You won't smoke with me, pussy? Let's do it. Hey, sitting in your crew on a tour through your hood. Hey, going every day, just like a stepper should. Praying for my peace, but wish a nigga would. And I wish a nigga pull up. Hey, please let him do it. Acting like a shooter, cause you shot back too. But you ain't hit nobody, so whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. I'm in a Rari, you got a brand new Benz. Whoop-de do. She still fuck me, I'm catch you, fuck with you. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de, whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. You pulling up, you came with vibes. Whoop-de do. Your rose gold jury fly. Nigga,
Whoopty Doo.
I bring $1 million outside. I've been turning up.
Oh, I thought he was about to.
If you wanna leave me, twin, go ahead. I let my shawty pull my dress. She stay beside me like I'm scared. She go Ferrari in this.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. I let my shorty pull my dress. Is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, chat.
She stay beside me like I'm scared. She go Ferrari in this red room. Kill them hoes, murder. Her name Red Room. Her pussy water, we in Cancun. We racing forest, nigga. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Bo take a stitch and she like, whoop-de do. I don't care. Whoop-de do. I don't care. She like, whoop-de do. I don't care. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. Yeah, yeah. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de do. Whoop-de do.
So I feel like that right there. I feel like that right there, right? That I don't care over the Whoopty Doo, like that's him just saying exactly like what he means by Whoopty Doo. It's just I don't care, like you know what I'm saying, like Whoopty Doo, like you know what I'm saying. And y'all know this, yeah, y'all know, you know what I'm saying. Whoopty Doo is not something we use on a regular, but y'all know where it stems from, you know what somebody's using it for, right? Like in the specific context and shit like that. So you know, I feel like that's him alluding to that right there. Y'all know this already though. Y'all know this. Y'all know. All right, Whoopty Doo. You feel me? Big track, big track. Just stemming off of the hype that you know that phrase had picked off ever since you know he started saying that shit a lot on the phone calls as well, along with the interview too. So I'm fucking with the track. I'm fucking with it. I kind of like the first half better than the second half. Funny enough, you know what I'm saying? Because I was actually coming at the beat. I kind of like the first half better. You know what I'm saying? Second half was calm, though. I think the beat in the second half was better, but I like the flow in the first half, if that makes sense. I don't know. I know I'm probably contradicting myself. I'm probably being like one of the biggest hypocrites throughout this current video right now. Y'all going to be slamming me pause throughout this vid, you know? But I'm honest, though. I'm honest. I made mistakes. I'll be the second to admit it. Come on, man. Shout out Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this track gave me like a so much fun feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely felt like it's something stemming off of So Much Fun, which is, you know, arguably one of Thugger's, you know, best projects. And he got a lot of great projects, but that's one of his top projects for sure. You know, it gave me a feel of that. So, you know, it's pretty cool. So we on to the next record, man. Blaming Jesus. All right, let's see, you know, what he's about to get into in this one. Blaming Jesus. It's a pretty heavy title, right? So let's hear. Shout out God, man. Thank you, God, for everything, man. All praise goes to the Most High. Let's get it.
She said she hear a nigga crying. How the fuck you hear tears? Told her I was lying. I've been pushing this shit for years.
Let's go. Come on.
I'm sorry, okay.
He about to talk his shit. Let's go.
Tell you on the realist, Lil Big Mack, main key, tight shit. 12 outside my house, cause I'm rich. Nigga been getting sprayed, they know how we playin'. Got out Halloween, but I'm no demon, baby. Rats, I'm a bad father, cause I raised them, cause I made them. I need real love in my face, peace and blessings on my face.
I feel like I heard a snippet to this before. Woo. Was this like a new leak or like an old leak or old snippet that's, you know, circulated throughout the net? Y'all let me know, man. I know I'll be missing out on some shit, but I feel like I heard this track before. Maybe it was a recent snippet as he was promoting the project, or maybe it was an old snippet that he, you know, finally just threw on here. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
You say that you love me, then prove it. Yeah, the road respects from gotta charge. Keep it presidential just like your wives. I see you love me when I look into your eyes. You popping out with me on a Thursday. Bought you a house, it ain't in your birthday. I'm trying to do your pussy the worst way. Come on, baby. She said she hear a nigga crying.
I just look you hear tears. It was a sign. Woo! Yeah, this is the one for me so far, chat. Woo! I ain't gonna lie. Before we continue with the track, right? He said one piece on there. He said, "I blame my brothers for my pain." I wonder, like, what he's really getting to at that, right? Like, I blame my brothers for my pain. Is again, if this is a new track, I can see him kind of alluding to, what has happened throughout the whole YSL trial, right? Maybe specifically with Gunna, because he's come out openly and said, like, yo, that whole shit that Gunna did, like, that shit hurt me, right? I felt like he betrayed me, and that shit hurt me. And that shit has not sit right with me since then, because that was his brother. He felt like, that was the person he had by his side 24/7. So maybe it's that, right? Or maybe it's other things. Maybe it's like, the shit that's actually going on, contributes to the pain that he carries. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all got any insight in terms of that, comment down below. But this track is amazing so far. I ain't gonna lie, bro. 10 out of 10. This amazing so far, chat. I ain't gonna lie, amazing. And he about to double up on the vocals right here too. Come on now. Yes, sir. Them in and outs is here. Come on, let's go. Beautiful track, man. Beautiful track. All right, we got Sad Spider now. Track 8. Let's go.
I've been crying all day. I see my brother turn red in my face. I've been crying all day. I see my bitch go to her ex. I've been crying all day. I see my mama get sick of by second.
Wait, he said he seen his girl go to her ex? Is that what he said? Just run this record back, man. He about to feed off what I say, that pain his real brothers is contributing to. Was really taking it on him. That's it.
I've been crying all day. I see my brother turn red in my face. I've been crying all day. I see my bitch go to her ex. I've been crying all day. I see my mama get sick of by second.
Damn.
I've been crying all day. Protect you with my life every single time. Trying to pick a nigga up, trying to put a nigga down. I've been going through it bad, but I try not to frown. I seen the gangsters turn red. They turn them to a pack. Interrogation room janky. Nigga gon' crack. Yeah, I was wrong, but don't do me bad, girl. I was just fucking on that bitch, and I text her. She just a pillhead, mostly relaxer. I know you feel that. I'm sorry again. A couple niggas around me don't respect the shit that I got going. Trying to keep everything secrecy, but nigga wanna record it. Stop calling me baby, bitch. I'm taking off, I'm sorry. I was trying to change your life around, but you was steady horn, and I'm crying.
Yo, to be honest, I don't give a fuck about none of this rat shit, right? This rat shit ain't got nothing to do with me, right? You feel me? I'm not really a person. I come from the hood, but I wasn't really like in the streets, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So none of this shit really means nothing to me, But I feel like Thugger keeps taking the wrong approach, cause he talk about, right, like some people right now, like they're not seeing eye to eye. Some of his, brothers, whatever, they're not seeing eye to eye with what he's done, right? Shit crazy because they was recording his calls and shit like that. That's what he basically just said right there. But at the same time, he go on and solve the track, I see my brother turn rats and then talk about rats. Bro, if you just stop coming at the whole rat shit, maybe, it'll kind of ease off on your end. Because technically, you kind of did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you try to say it's for different causes, right? You try to explain yourself and shit like that. At the end of the day, you still told type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, I have no care for either of this shit, right? Like, this shit don't mean nothing to me. So I know other people will be more invested into this topic specifically, right? And will have more of a potent stance. But, to me, it's like, my only advice would just be, bro, just stop talking about this shit. Stop coming at Gunna. Stop coming at anybody else for ratting. It's cool. You're not cool with him. I get it. That's fine. I'm not telling him to be cool with him. But it's like, bro, just stop. Stop talking about it, bro, and just keep it pushing. So niggas could stop talking about your shit too, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the more you bring it up, the more it bring up your shit too. And it's just a revolving door, That's the only shit I would say.
Been crying all day. I see my my brother turn right in my face. I've been crying all day. I think my bitch went to her ex on me. She got me crying all day out loud.
Who asked, chat?
Getting sick on me. One of the reasons I'll never turn her down. And that's why I've been grinding and don't plan.
Track is fire though, I ain't gonna lie. It's tough. I love these type of tracks from Thugger, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, Sad Spider, man. I fuck with the track. Again, I like the vulnerability. I'm always cool with that side. I'm cool with that angle. You know what I'm saying? I just had that one little piece of advice for Thugger, you know, just for his case. You know what I'm saying? Just for, you know, his situation. Because I know he don't like the whole, you know, scrutiny that he may be facing because of that stance that he took, right? Because of what he did. And he kind of talks about it on that track. But at the same time, he keep on slamming another brother for doing the same shit. And I get it, right? It went against you. I get it. You feel like, you know, the loyalty has been broken on that end. And you feel like you can't, you know, look at that person the same. Completely get it, bro. But stop bashing him and then not expect to, you know, get bashed on your end. You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. Like, you can't do that, bro. It don't make sense, you know? So that's my only shit. Other than that, though, the track itself is dope. I'm fucking with the track. Sad Spider, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with that shit. So now we got RP Big and Mack featuring T.I.
Welcome to UY SCUTI. Biggest motherfucking star of them all, you know? The Spider. Niggas irrelevant, they have absolutely nothing, they peddling.
Yeah.
Never melting, we heavy meddling. It is. Hey, RP to Big, RP to Mack. Don't believe in death forever. Hope they coming back. Still getting back. Up until this day. Keep on going bad. Till we in a cage. Running up a sack. Running up the racks. Running like a track. You saying that? Never. Ran it up from then. Fucking up the sack. Fucking make it all back. Going tit for tat. Invest 100 mil. Invest 100 racks. Same shit is all the same, nigga. Hopefully get it back. 100 mil to mama. 80 mil to pops. 50 for my siblings. 20 for the ops. 100% of the business going to the kids. Mentions to the wifey, nigga. Lifetime wigs. Lifetime Kelly bags. Lifetime birds. Lifetime baby. Lifetime business owner. Lifetime work. You work forever. Niggas on the road. Running up the digits. Trying to get richer than Jay-Z. Need 100 big. Fuck it, need a trig. Fuck it, need a zig. Fuck it. Trying to beat the feds. In a mink chillin'. Never gonna die. Every day fly. Niggas with me ride. Never getting tired. Fucking up a million. Take it worldwide. Catch me on the island. Thought you knew the vibes. Oh yeah. I got rich. I'm getting rich. Bottles on me. Everything lit. Hit my line, baby. Come my city.
Remember nigga Clay, man. Remember nigga Cap. Remember nigga Dobie. We put Montgomery on the map.
Okay, let's see how Tip do on this. Come on.
Tuck tail and then scrap. From the Chevy Buick Hub, Captain Turbo, Porsches, of course it is. Long live true. Remember cousin too. Changed my life the day you took me to DJ Tune. Hey, trust in me, I did my thing. Rep my city, baby, and it made me king. We was doing all back against the wall, all we do is ball. We stood tall up against the government. They don't like us, fuck them then. Cat never been nothing, man. To keep from suffering, I'm out here hustling. Big photo, no tussling. I wrecked my color and then bought a Spectre, then went bought a Resident. My backyard on the seashore. We don't love none, we keep whores in rotation on location. Holding all fours in formation. But we took the nation on probation. Us and fuck niggas, no correlation, no. Boy, ain't no question about it, better ask somebody. Bentleys on Bentley, mansions on mansion for the grandkid. Understand me? Been lit since the first cigarette, you understand that, man? All around like the ground, every place like space, you understand? Yeah, you had my legs, bitch, you sure could kick it, huh? You
thought. Check this out, man. Nigga think you slick. Tell you what, you beat me slide, you can have my sled, nigga. Alright?
Hey.
Yeah, nigga. Man, I need another bitch like I need a hole in my head, nigga. I don't need, man. Hey, listen, man.
He said, you beat my slide, you can have my sled. He talking.
I ain't seen a bad day, nigga. I can't tell you, nigga, but I can't tell a nigga about it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Shit, nigga, I'ma tell you a story. Nigga, I'ma tell you a story about a motherfucking donkey. Motherfucker that want him in the town, they told him dig a hole. Motherfucker dug a hole, put the motherfucking donkey in it. Every time they goddamn kept putting that goddamn dirt in that donkey, and nigga shake it off and pack it down. They put that dirt on the donkey back, he shake it off, pack it down. By the time they finish dumping the dirt on the donkey, he back on the ground with their motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Nigga, there we is, shaking it off and
patting
packing
it down.
nigga.
Yes,
Fuck
sir. Fuck out of here. You feel me? The more dirt you throw on me, the more I'm gonna use that shit to ride me to the top. You dig what I'm saying? Talk that talk. My son T.I. was, he ain't my son. You know what I'm saying? That's a real OG. That's the Unc right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was preaching right there at the end. I ain't gonna lie, he's talking that shit. Calm track though. Nothing too crazy, but it wasn't bad. It was a good track. You know what I'm saying? I like the beat. I like their flow. You know, it was talking a lot of ATL references in there. You know what I'm saying? RP Big, RP Mack, RP Troop. You know what I'm saying? I like what Thug said. You know, I don't believe you die forever. You know what I'm saying? Hope to see you come back soon. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit was tough. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was cool. All right, we got the next track. We got Invest Into You featuring Mariah the Scientist, all right? Mariah the Scientist having a decent year, too. You know what I'm saying? Burning Blue. Big record, one of the biggest records to come out this year. She had her project earlier this year. We didn't get a chance to react to that, but, you know what I'm saying? We'll probably get that soon.
Miami Beach, and I've been staying out of reach. I'm just stacking up this cheese. Yeah, shout it fly down to her knees, being the best that she can be. Let me invest into you, please. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Flood you with roses, know what I'm talking about. Cup you a rose, trucks, what I'm talking about. I'ma go passenger, let you drive us to Mars. Keep the shit low, you ain't trying to be superstar. Cash on delivery when you make it this far. Shoulda knew you was not who you said you are. You a baddie. Killing bitches is a tragic. Yeah, you putting that stuff on so drastically. I forgot the ring, but can you marry me? Yeah, just tell me yes, don't tell me no.
He said, I forgot the ring, but can you marry me?
Under your throat. I'ma keep the truth, really shit I wrote. They keep it nasty, they keep me daisy. I'm going crazy. We at the top floor, Miami Beach, and I've been staying out of reach. I'm just stacking up this cheese. Yeah, shout it fly down to her knees, being the best that she can be. Let me invest into you, please. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Flood you with roses, know what I'm talking about. Cop you a rose, trucks, what I'm talking about.
I know you wanna spend on it. Are you coming like you want me to depend on you? Say yeah, put me in a pin on them. Them bitches on you, you know I get on the fence for you. Yeah, yeah. It was like 2 weeks in when you went to sleep and leave. Knew you was with me, put up with my venting, yeah. You let me talk all night and you listen, yeah. I want you for life, got me wishing, yeah. Love you like I never loved before. Never find no one who loves you more. Think I fell too hard, now I'm soaring now. Go from the front door to the floor now.
We at the top floor, Miami Beach, and I've been staying out of reach. I'm just stacking up this cheese. Yeah, shout it fly down to her knees, being the best that she can be. Let me invest into you, please. Yeah.
Calm track. Let me invest into you, please. You know what I'm saying? Mariah the Scientist, calm track. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too out of this world. You know what I'm saying? But not a bad track. Invest into you. It seemed like they were really talking to each other on this track. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mariah's a scientist, talking about, you know, she really love him, talking about, like, you know, when they met, shit like that, you know, how she felt about him, And then Thugger having that same approach as well too. He talking about he want to marry her. You know what I'm saying? He saying he got the ring, but you know he forgot it. But yeah, you know it's a calm track. They're not just on the. They're not just there, you know, collaborating, both being artists, just sharing the track. They're actually talking to each other in this space. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, next track. I'm So Dope. Just Thugger.
Go. Turn me up a little bit, Brody.
We in the second half of the project now. Let's go. It's the third quarter.
Yeah.
Halftime.
Spider. Waxed.
Halftime W track though. Y'all know that.
Yeah, King Spider the right way. Yeah. King Smoke, nigga, pass me dope. Every nigga around me go. Let's go. Everything about me slow. I put a knife on a hoe. On God. 200-foot yacht, oh. Hey. I was about to come to your coast. Woo. Bitch got excited when I bought her the rose. Bitch ran over my toe. She made a cross on her toes. She know she got to stick to the code. Everything about me dope. Everything about me dope. Yeah. Tars about to eat McDonald's. Get French fry for her. Yeah. I'm so way.
I heard this snippet of this one, yeah. Yeah, I heard this snippet before. Yeah, this one. That's when I really it for me. I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect. I know we only like almost halfway through the track, but I remember when I heard this snippet, right? That started eating McDonald's, the cowabunga stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but that shit not really hitting for me. I can't even front. Especially compared to all the other shit that we heard. We heard some solid tracks so far. You know, it's not really hitting for me so far. But let's see. It may pick up. Going
forward, made with the diamonds on your pulse. I told that bitch listen to me, cause I'm the one. She the two. I iced her crew. Her mama too. What's up, mom? They say I'm goated now. Just left my P.O. back to sippin', nigga bloated now. Yeah. Whoa. Wake up, Shanae approach. Balenciaga no coach.
Okay.
I rather flex on the low.
Okay.
She'll never lie to the goat.
Okay.
Everything about me dope.
Okay.
Everything about me dope.
Okay.
Everything about me gold.
Okay.
2 C's all on the panties.
Yeah.
A rich nigga, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
A whole lot of M's I manage.
Yeah.
Take me a piss in the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Took me a piss in the Pacific.
Yeah.
Ocean, bitch, no kissing.
Okay.
This badass bitch wanna kiss it.
Yeah.
I told her both hands, no spinning.
Yeah.
Everything we do is extended. She owe my dick hold and spinning it.
Whoa.
Testing little mama, I'm missing it.
Whoa.
I'm fucking her deep, my fist in it. She slippery wet, she twisting it. Nigga play, we pull up blicks and shit. Don't fuck these
Nah, he's
niggas,
wild
don't
right
trust
now.
this shit. R.I.P. kid, no kids and shit. No kids. My wrist is hit, my keys on fleek, bitch, everything lit. Yeah, feel fabulous. I'm pouring my soda up, drinking Trish. I'm big dog around this bitch, nigga, everything intricate. Put ice on the bitch like Beyonce, everything Tiffany. Tip, she fucking me, I'm curling her, I'm lifting it. We go together right now, but we mistresses. Everything about me go, everything about me dope. Everything about me go.
Everything about me dope. Baby go. I ain't gonna lie, he saved the track. He saved the track right as soon as I made my initial remarks at the halfway point of the record. Thugger said, yo, Twin, I got you. Watch how we finish this shit off. And he came through and he delivered, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking with it. He saved that track, I'm fucking with it. Alright, we got Part in My Bag featuring Lil Baby. The relationship is saved. Let's go. Okay. Baby, this your chance. Come on. They say you retired. Let's go. Yeah. He ain't come to fuck on me, what you came for. Said she got a price on it that I'm paying for. Went and buy my whole block on the landlord. Real D-boy, mid-top Air Forces. I come straight from out the gutter, now my teeth porcelain. 2025 Ferrari, bro, I keep horsing. Get rich or die trying, and my only choice. Concrete jungle, you ain't getting no fact. Hit the ground running, I ain't doing no bullshit. 20 vibes at a time, nigga, I'm pushing. White lamb, black stripes, I am official. Brody still sell tons, he got 4 flip phone. I like fucking, I'm a nympho. Really rich, 220 on a Benzo. GT63 with a S on it. I'm a walking bank account, I give a check on it. Stay down, run it up, and then you flex on it. I can make it rain now into next summer. He is not one of us, put an X on it. Point my bet. Say what y'all want to say, but he killed that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Say what y'all want to say about Baby. I know the new talk is that Baby is not the same Baby that we had around the My Turn era, that he's digressed ever since then. He body that shit. I'm not saying he back. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, that he hasn't been delivering some weak shit recently. but he body that shit. That gave me some hope, you know what I'm saying, for what to expect for the leaks. Because I know he's out there revamping that project and making sure that shit clean as fuck. Because he ain't retired, man. They was saying he retired. He ain't retired, bro. He's in this shit. You know, he probably just have to, you know, go back to the drawing board just based on everything that happened so far, you know. But W Baby feature, W Baby feature. He might be the best feature on here so far. No funny. I know I still got a lot of features to go, but this might be the best feature so far, man. Y'all let me know if I'm bugging. I'm fucking with this shit, man. I'm fucking with this.
He is not one of us, put an X on him. Pour my back. Pour my back. Pour my back. Pour my back. Nigga been too big for a jail. Federal is on my trail. Y'all niggas shoot guns off pills. You stepping, nigga, I can't tell. In the hood with a bomb in my sack. Tech 9 with the grip on them back. Nigga play with this shit, nigga get slapped. I take that bitch out the trench, she adapting. Printed bitch I do by she was ratchet. From the hood we turn rapping to trapping. Honey sticks in this bitch, we a racking. How the hell you in jail with the packing? Nigga ain't gay with the rollie a rainbow. I rock St. Laurent, they think it's game clothes. Bought the paint, but I hate paying lanes. I told when I'm with my chick, that's how the drink go. Drop his ass, my boy, that's how stain go. I went 2,000 watts on the rain go. Pushing Peter, I need me a cane go. Ain't no place in America I can't go. Nothing no pussy, then leave her on red. Give her flowers the next day, cause she dead. In the forward, big Dre and Lil Sad. Hit the hood on Uncle, let go spread. Pussy sad, he rich as a myth. Put on 5 rings and let them kiss. I'm too rich to respond to a diss. Keep it quiet and keep sending blitz. Point my back. Point my back.
I'm fucking with it.
Point my back.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie, they body this track. I ain't gonna lie. Both of them. I think Baby, you know, takes a W. But that's what you would want, you know, from your feature. You would want them to come and hopefully outshine you, out-rap you. You know what I'm saying? When Baby did that shit, Baby rapped on this shit like he had something to prove, like the rent was due. You dig what I'm saying? And he does. I think his back is up against the wall. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been able to deliver recently. So this is great. This is great to see this. W Baby, W Thugger, you know, I think they floated on this track. You know what I'm saying? They floated on this track. Part of my back. I'm spinning this one back for sure. There's a lot of, so far, I'm fucking with almost every record that has came through after Yuck. You know what I'm saying? After Yuck, I think it's been a solid run. I'm saying it's been like, you know, an extreme consistency of bangers throughout every track that's displayed so far. But it's been good. It's been good music. You know what I'm saying? Solid project so far. All right, we got track 13, Mami, featuring Sexyy Red. Let's get it.
Shake that ass, mommy. Skip your class, mommy. Come and fuck me, mommy. Come and suck me, mommy. I like fucking mommy. I can put you up. I can tuck you, mommy. That shit wet as fuck. I think I love you, mommy. I love you. I never want another, mommy. I subbed you. I'm not doing no cuffing, mommy. I love your tonsils, mommy. Smooth as butter, mommy. I really love you, mommy. Mommy. Tic-tac-toe. I just took your hoe. Told that bitch to leave the house, come hit the boat. Be the kids with the daddy, yeah, the nanny. On that jet ski, point the liquor down your throat. Big body foreign running over cones. If you don't know about your pussy, bitch, is strong. Fucking a good, told the driver, take her home. Send that bitch to Maddie, told him, drip her out in chrome. Shake that ass, mommy. Skip your class, mommy. Come and fuck me, mommy. Come and suck me, mommy. I like fucking mommy. I can put you up. I can tuck you, mommy. That shit wet as fuck. I think I love you, mommy. I love you. I never want another, mommy. I subbed you. I'm not doing no cuffing, mommy. I love your tonsils, mommy. Smooth as butter, mommy.
I think I love you, daddy. Ain't gonna lie, yeah, you be doing your thing, daddy. Let's have a baby, you gon' be my baby daddy. I'm a hood bitch, but for you, I keep it classy. Can you be my kiss stepdaddy? My daddy?
Kiss That Daddy is crazy.
My daddy, you my favorite boo. My daddy, they ain't got nothing on you. My daddy, I'm in love with you. My daddy, I'm in love, I know I am. And I'ma do whatever he say. Fuck y'all hoes, this my man, and he let me ride his face. Police get behind us, we ain't pulling over. Fuck the James, we ain't even
Alright, Mami featuring Sexyy Red. To be honest, not a bad record. Will I be spinning this one back? Probably not. This is one I'll probably skip. I ain't gonna lie. It's the first skip that I felt like, like I said, since Yuck. But I think this is a record that could work. That could work in the strip clubs. That could work on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So, this one could work. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, we got Whaddup Jesus featuring YFN Lucci. This is a big record because obviously they have that beef that took them to the point where they went, you know what I'm saying? Escalated real high. So it's good to see, them being able to figure things out.
Big dog, what's going on? Sunny day, and what you got? I'm having motion. Okay, yeah. Louboutin, it's what you rockin'. Head hard and wet up. Back in Carson. Okay, cool. Yeah. She bossed up, she don't fuck with hoes that's petty. I told her shopping spree tomorrow, my baby ready. Can't live without her, I'm sick, need a medic. When you up to it, let's go party, yeah. We gon' go up, we gon' go gnarly. Get fresh from school and show up tardy. Yeah, my wrist game stupid, it's retarded. We smoke that shit, we like Bob Marley. I fell in love, I was just tryna do it big. I don't know real of my brother, tell me what it is. They shoulda nicknamed me huge, I do it big. Say clear my roster, I clear my roster. Go big or home, yeah. Won't let them stop me, yeah. Can't stop this all shit. My homie bosses, yeah. We done taking losses, yeah. What you with? Big dog, what's going on? Sunny day, and what you got? I'm having motion. Okay, yeah. Louboutin, it's what you rockin'. Head hard and wet up. Back in Carson. Okay, cool. Yeah. What you get, Spider? Get money. One more time. Get money.
I'm fucking with this one so far, I can't lie. Very well composed.
Took my bitch shopping, bought her everything, plus the store. Every time we re-up, I gotta tell them we need 1,000 more. Every time you see us, it's like 100 foreigns and we ain't foreign. Look, shit, when I pop out it rich, might go Ed Hardy. Why every time you see me, you want something, you might not ran out it. And every time I see her, she ain't dick like it's a lounge child. And every time he front me, that little shit I been done ran off, yeah. When I'm in the script club, they call me Sounder. Hey, this shit for Atlanta. They clip here a banana. This bitch ain't got no stounder. We let her come through and just scrounge some. And all my nigga bosses, but we don't pole for no camera.
What you with? Big dog, what's going on? Sunny day, and what you got? I'm having motion. Okay, yeah. Louboutin, that's what you rockin'.
Calm out and from YFN Lucci. I ain't gonna lie.
Cool, yeah. What you get?
Solid verse.
One more time. Get money.
Alright, Whaddup Jesus featuring YFN Lucci. Solid track. I can't lie, you know what I'm saying? Everything was great. I think the hook was great. I think the verses were great. The feature from YFN Lucci was great. The moment itself is great. The beat selection is great. It's a great song. It's not a bad song. Again, it's not out of this world. But it's a solid record. It's not bad music. It's good music right here. You know what I'm saying? This is good music. Alright, we got Walk Down featuring 21 Savage. I'm surprised. I don't think we heard a Metro beat so far, man. I'm surprised there's no Metro production on this project. Maybe it's coming. I'm not sure.
You cross the street, get hit. Go bad on a bitch. I'm done sipping trish. I'm done getting rich. Got too much money, shit. The robbery came with kick. My bitch know I'm slick. I'm done with all that playing. Your nigga getting blicks. I walk down. Walk down. Walk down. Walk down.
Yeah, walk down. Walk down on him. Walk down. Yeah.
It's time to travel. Whole court in the street, hit the gavel.
Yeah.
I know hitters in New York and they rappers.
What?
I know hitters out in London can't travel.
Okay.
Yeah, put the gun down, nigga drive you like Creed. Where I'm from, they say you pussy if you go ski. The rose go paddock on your head, yeah, Philippe. On one time paying, that's a rich nigga fee. Get a rush, just from stepping. I hope I passed the test, been sipping codeine. It's just baguettes on that bitch, then she know me. This Russian bitch won't have kids, make me solely. Walk down, walk down, walk down, walk down, walk down on dog, walk down. Walk down on that baby, walk down.
What? Oh.
fit the stick inside my coat, but I can't, yeah. 9-figure nigga, I'm the bank, yeah. You got one scrack and you get spanked. I ain't ASAP Rocky, these ain't blanks. This caretaker turn your ass dank, yeah. The Rari came.
So he said, I ain't ASAP Rocky, these ain't blanks. You feel me? I don't think that's a shot at ASAP Rocky. You have to see what he follows up with. But I don't think that's a shot at ASAP Rocky. I think that's just a reference to like ASAP's recent trial with that assault charge that he had. I guess, I don't know the full details, but I guess they probably was trying to say like he shot blanks or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm assuming that's why he's saying that, because it can't be no other reference. ASAP ain't shooting blanks anywhere else. He ain't shooting blanks anywhere else, because that boy got what, 3 or 4 on the score. You feel me? Shout out to the family he putting together with Riri. You know what I'm saying? But that's not a knock against. This is not like a diss. I don't think this is a diss to ASAP or anything. You know, just a rapping. He's just rapping.
Good nigga, I'm the bank, yeah. You got one scrack and you get spanked. I ain't ASAP Rocky, these ain't blanks. This caretaker turn your ass dank, yeah. The Rari can't geek, yeah. I'm on vacation riding on a scooter, but I'm street, yeah. All my ops target practice, pin them to a tree, yeah. Supercharge the motor 12, know that I'm a fleet, yeah. If I send a blitz, they gon' know that it was me, yeah. We can't use a gun, we put Fetty in his weed, yeah. All these hoes going, man, I'm knowing how it be, yeah. You can't hate a player when he call it how he see, yeah. She was doing dick when you got down on that knee, yeah. Business niggas get smacked, yeah, capiche. Walk down on them like a dog without a leash.
Yeah.
You respect the belt, then it's peace. Savage keep a stick, I'm from the east.
Yeah.
Walk down.
I ain't gonna lie. W feature for 21. You know what I'm saying? W feature for 21. 21 did what 21 does, you know? I know certain people that are like, yo, this is the same shit. You know, it's the same shit from this song. Same shit from that song. It's the same shit. Bro, that's what he does. That's 21 Savage. What you want him to sound like? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, too. That goes back to my points from earlier, right? Y'all get mad when somebody experiments and tries another sound, but then y'all get mad at a rapper for maintaining that same sound and sounding repetitive is the word that y'all would say. This is repetitive. It's the same shit from the last song. Make up your goddamn mind. You feel me? Make up your mind. To me, I got no problem with this. This is what he does. He makes good music. You know what I'm saying? He's found his pocket in terms of like what works and what doesn't work, and he's sticking to that, and he sounds good, and he has balls. He be rapping. You know what I'm saying? Solid feature. This might be the second best feature on the project so far, because that number 1 goes to Baby. I walk down. Fire track. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking with that one. I'm definitely spinning that one back. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely a solid track. That could be the one that, you know, runs from this project. For sure. I could see that one being the one that runs from this project. Alright, we got Pipe Down featuring Travis Scott. You feel me? We enter in the 4th quarter right here. It's the final stretch.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Waggy. Spider. Hopping. New truck. New one. Big boy. Rari. Pissing on me. Shitting on me. I'm so sorry. Over $1 million M on me. Right now. I've been in this bitch telling them, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga think they rich as us. Nigga, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga think they lit as us. Nigga, pussy, pipe down. Sit down, nigga. Pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Caught her with your little slut. What? Got that pipe down. Rose gold paddock on me, bustin' on me. Badass bitches got them fussin' over me. Yeah. In my hood, niggas really sus if they clone me. I ain't going back and forth with you, little jabronis. Her meds knee pads when she get on her knees. Yelling black lamb troll, fly like a bee. I go church shoes on a bitch on Chinese. I don't trust you, cause my heart on my sleeve. I don't fuck with you, cause you stay doing that cap shit. Nigga, hit my phone, tryna be cool on some rap shit. Busy in the crib with 2 of them, it's a sound.
Okay.
Maybe, cool, chop the roof. Hopping new truck, new big boy, Rari. Pissing on me, shitting on me. I'm so sorry. Over $1 million M on me. Right now. I've been in this bitch telling them, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga think they rich as us. Nigga, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga think they lit as us. Nigga, pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga, pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Caught her with your little slut. Got that pipe down.
It's so hot up in this bitch, yeah, 1,000 degrees, cold like 30, some below. Make her drop down on the knees. Sunday pop out riding spokes, Friday riding up bespoke. You too black for all that white, make her feel like Billie Jean. It's on it, it's
Levis, Ada, 2-4, K-A, get it. Rollin'.
Nah, the air horns on the track is crazy.
11, ocean, coral, potion, slim, motion, thick, motion. Took a shawty from Bisbane, put her on Biscayne. At the show, I had some things. A cactus spider thing, like a Rockefeller chain. She rockin' on my dames. I've been with them for 2 weeks, and still ain't got no names. They been curtain up them pieces, just tryna feel Cobain. All the whips is wrapped like Reese's, the pipe drip chocolate stains. Baby on my wife for sure. Whip it like it's not a ticket for sure. Thunderstorm in the night for sure. Come on right and get pipe for sure. Let's go. Hop in new truck, no big boy, Rari.
Alright, pipe down, man. I don't know how I felt about this one, but to be honest, this is a skip for me. I ain't gonna lie. It sounds crazy too, it being a T Scott feature. Thugger T Scott. You know, you think they would deliver. But I don't know, man. I felt like both of their verses were pretty dry. I feel like they could have done way, way better. I don't know. It felt like a throwaway. It gave me like throwaway vibes. I don't know, man. They could have done better. They could have done better. Yeah, they're worthy of a better track than this. The hook was solid, but it's just the verses. I feel like the verses, they didn't carry as they should have. You know what I'm saying? And the hook wasn't strong enough to carry the song in itself. So, all right. So we got track 17, Revenge, featuring Lil Gotit and 1300 Saint. All right. We got like 2 more records after this. We heard Money on Money already. You know what I'm saying? So we got 2 more records after this.
It's king. I come for revenge. Revenge. Spark the spot. I came for revenge. Revenge. Ha, revenge. I'm wiping his nose. Wipe. Then wipe it. Again. She wanna get hit with the pipe. She love me cause I cherish sinning. She do it. This is good nut. This flow, it changed my life. She eating shit like a wife. Whoa. She eating me once and then twice. Whoa. Probation is sweet, it's nice. Whoa. I'm drunk, I'm high as a kite. Whoa. Promoters, I'm bucking on prices. Whoa, she wants with me every night. Cause I'm fucking the good and I'm right. We splash, we dropping the bag. Shit ain't on toes and her ass. Shit ain't hit it and pass it. No brother, I'm not crabbing. Money electric. I be stretching this shit like I'm mad. Allergic to grass. My penthouse got turf in the back. It's turf.
He said, I'm allergic to grass. My penthouse got turf in the back.
I pulled it up, put down the turf. Shit. It's worth it. This pussy.
Hey, what he said? Is that a reference to something else? I don't know. I could be lost. He said it again. He doubled down. He said, I done got rich through grass. I put down the turf in the back.
Yeah, it's worth it. That little bitty pussy is worth it. We tired of Chanel, we go birth. She leaving you, pussy, you worth it. She fuck with me.
Funny enough, too, that shit being said, NFL, y'all got some shit to address. You feel me? Y'all got some shit to address. No, it's a big sign up, but NFL, y'all got some shit to address, man. Them turf shits, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, come on, man. We gotta invest in some real grass, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, you know what I'm saying? Praise up for my Malik neighbors. That's all I gotta say, man. Praise up.
Because I'm a different person. I said I'm a miracle. I'm from a spot where you know they gon' hurt you. I'm rich on purpose. I get the money. It's off of the merch. I'm living in Turks. Play with the shit and you know you get murked. Let's go. Nigga be towing these guns. They ain't playing with cutters. Somebody got a merch.
Okay.
Don't pat the gun out. These niggas be looking for smoke. I ain't even searching.
Okay.
His bag is empty. He having no money. I'm telling you, his pockets is having no money.
Okay.
She gave me head in the bin. She parked the key. I left in another car.
Yeah.
I pop a Zan. It look like a school bus. This green and yellow ball. Gotta keep a blick. That's mandatory. Shooting out real. I'm paranoid. Double L living. Mean. I slime my beans.
Yeah.
Carbon roof round with a chopper. Pressing on the gas brake throttle. Turn shit, pissing on the model. G6 real Percocets on the doctor. Trying to thought doing no plan. Real player ain't showing no hand. You know out, boy you a fan. Not an out, boy you just playing. Revenge. I'm wiping his nose. Wipe.
I ain't gonna lie, the features low-key carrying this record right here. I ain't gonna lie. Shit was tight dead for me until those features came in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lil Gotit and 1300 Saint. They body that shit. Call him body bag. Nothing too crazy. Call him body bag. Low-key did better than T Scott too. Let's keep it 100. Come on now.
This flow, it changed my life.
This weekend we riding on strikers. She play with my Peter, I pipe. Count race up, I get so excited. I been up since a teen, I'm a titan. I just can't get it hard on my dick. Call her Ali, this hole like a treat. Push up on her shoe, taking a risk. Yellow diamonds, canary about money, stop talking to me. Know my brother gon' slide for me. Oh, you think come and ride for me? Pull out the steak, I don't jealous. I done got wings on my back, cause I fly like propeller. When it's time rockin' a pellet, I take a trip to New York and then fly back to LA. I'm a slimy fella. Look how I rock that shit, I'm a rocker fella. Shot it, we not together. I had my phone with you at our time together. I treat the ratchet like Malcolm, they up in the middle, yeah. Step outside, got chrome on, got all black on, look like a killer, yeah. I'm about to fuck on that bitch, yeah, she is a white hoe, shawty vanilla, yeah. Told her on that I'm back, Jack, yeah, Jack for real, yeah.
I'm tripping. Why I thought it was both in that first verse that came on. I fucked that shit up. Why I thought it was both in that first verse. You know what I'm saying? And my apologies for that, yeah. I thought 1300 and Lil Gotit was both on that first verse that came on straight after Thugger's initial verse. But still, I still stand on that, you know what I'm saying? Even on that last verse, wasn't as heavy as the second verse. I'm assuming that first one is Lil Gotit. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but he did his thing. I ain't gonna lie. He did his thing. Other than that, though, this track is skippable. I ain't gonna lie. We skipping that one. Money on Money. I know what it is, man. We heard this record before. We don't really got to react to this record. W record, man. W song for, you know, Thug's initial single after his release. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful feature from Future as well, too. I actually did a reaction video to this song in the past, right, with the music video as well, too. But I couldn't get that shit up due to the copyright strike. So, unfortunately, it was not something that we were able to release, unfortunately. Hopefully, we don't have any issues with that this time around. But W record. All right, we got Dreams Rarely Do Come True, another feature from Mariah the Scientist. And this is a pretty long record. We got 6 minutes for this one. So, let's see. We're getting close to that outro. And technically, this might be the outro. Miss My Dogs, I know it's a song that we've heard already, right? Not that we've heard. It's been released already. I honestly never heard that record. I've heard little parts of it, right? But I never heard the entirety of that song. So we will be listening to that song. But Dreams Really Do Come True. This is probably the actual outro. And then Miss My Dogs would be, you know, deemed as, like, I guess, like a bonus track. Because it was already, you know, to a certain extent leaked out, released, or whatever the case may be.
I'm so apprehensive, think I know what's coming. Think I know the difference between this and what I wanted. Thinking I'm submissive when I'm just succumbing. Thinking that these are the makings of a perfect woman. Thinking that I know myself, I just know how it felt right before everything went on. I feel like no one else, like the soul one left. And my neck reads 101. And I'm growing complacent. Everybody's feeling expectations. But everything just isn't worth complaining about, baby. It's only your breath you're wasting. Cause everyone's impatient. No one even shows appreciation. And everyone around should know there's more to this life, baby.
See me when I walk out on clouds. You see a big heart and I'm running through it. Oh yeah. Feel a look of place, you know what I mean? Aiming at your love, you the beat. Say you ain't loving no one but me. I left you at the door, so I ain't got you a key. You won't be locked out, oh. We had that when we started. Fuck my friends, fuck all my friends. Fuck my friends, fuck all my friends. Fuck my friends on number twins. Fuck my friends, fuck all my friends. Fuck my friends, fuck all my friends. Tell me if you love me right now. If you love me ever. If you love me ever. If you love me forever. If you love me forever. Tell me.
Okay, so you know, the first half so far, like we about to get a little beat switch. He is just basically like, I guess saying fuck his friends, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's talking about like, yo, fuck my friends. Like, I think he's kind of like talking to Mariah the Scientist, basically saying like, yo, like, fuck my friends, you know what I'm saying? All I really want is my twin, which I guess that would be her. And then he's like, yo, saying like, yo, tell me, would you love me forever? You know, I guess it's him kind of, again, trying to rekindle, trying to, you know, hash things out, trying to apologize for, you know, what has unfolded throughout those calls, shit that could have made Mariah the Scientist look bad, and shit that kind of seems like, you know, infidelity to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of cheating there. But allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Thugger, we got your back. But yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting so far. I don't think he's actually saying like, yo, fuck my friends. Like, you know, I don't think he's actually like trying to say like, yo, fuck my friends. I think he's just trying to say like, yo, I don't need them. Yo, like, all I want is you. You know, the type of shit you tell your lady, like, type shit. Niggas just say that shit sometimes to their lady, like, yo, babe, like, I don't really need nobody in this world. All I need is you, type shit. Y'all know. Sometimes people be saying that. Y'all know that. Don't act like y'all don't be trying to play this card sometimes. Y'all know y'all be trying to spit game and saying shit like that sometimes. Let's go, man. Second half. Let's see what it's looking like. Woo! I ain't gonna lie. This beat is tough.
Everybody I know. The bank got all curtains. I fucked her, I was serving. She almost made me feel like shit was worth it. My bitch a boss, but she like small purses. You want a Bentley one with no curves. You bad shouted, but do not curve me. We can just vibe, but at some point I'm trying to have sex with you. I let her get a massage inside the Bentley coupe. Why would you come and try to finesse me when I bought everything for two? I was in your friend, but I cut that hoe off for you. Did it like a real nigga, solid, you ain't have a clue. Viral on the internet, and now my baby mad. Acting like I lost my player card and when I bad. We was talking about something serious and it just made me sad. Why would I cry over a bitch? I gave a gun to police ass.
I ain't gonna lie, he's wildin'. So a lot to unpack right there. So for one, he's talking about the jail calls, right? Shit that he went viral for, right? He's saying like, yo, babe, like, don't worry about none of that shit. Shit don't mean nothing, right? What he said for, like, let's get these lyrics. Lyrics unavailable for the song. That's crazy. I bet. But he basically was saying like, yo, this shit not even like, why would I cry over this girl, bro? Like, why would I cry over this girl that I gave? He said to gun his police ass, right? If I'm not tripping, I promise is what he just said. So he's for one throwing shade to like two of the people, throwing shade to the girl that's saying, yo, she's not even worth nothing. Like, she not worth you. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay no mind. That's some bullshit that I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Just, I wasn't doing anything with. Like, we was just bullshitting over the phone type shit. I don't even care about her because I gave it to Gunner. Like, bro, I don't care about her. And then he even talked about earlier than that, he's saying like, yo, I feel like I lost my player card. He's saying like, yo, I feel like I lost my player card because I really might be in love. Like, I don't care about none of these girls. I just really want you. You know, and I think, yo, keeping this shit a being, like, I really do think my boy Thugger really do love Mariah the Scientist. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way Offset, even though niggas be wildin', you know what I'm saying? I think Offset really did love Cardi B, you know, even though they couldn't, you know what I'm saying, keep it in line, you know what I'm saying, really stay within that relationship. But I really do think, you know, Young Thug loves Mariah the Scientist. Bro got 2 songs speaking of her, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it just because of music, but, you know, I thought there was going to be some other shit where he's saying that shit, but he's talking to her, you know what I'm saying? He's literally talking to her.
Man, acting like I lost my player card and when I bad. We was talking
he said, acting like I lost my player card, I want her bad.
Why would I cry over a bitch? I gave a gun to police ass.
Yo, bro, leave Gunna alone, man.
Call me back, but I'm glad that you did. I was turned up and I got rich and that's it. My homie girl cheated with my other homie and he blew his brains.
Whoa.
I seen her up, so you know me, I had to flex my chain.
That's crazy.
Told shawty that she ain't nothing like my hoe, she lame. You said you dead and then you told and then they took your stain. She asked me, am I still gangster? And I said, probably. I told her, shawty, I'm Black Ken and I need me a Barbie. Fast forward, they dressing like me in 2012. I can get you rich, boy, make sure you prevail. I come from
Talk that talk, Thugger. He's speaking about that influence. He said, fast forward, and they dressing like me in 2012. You know what I'm saying? A couple of y'all boys really out here putting on them dresses and shit. You know what I'm saying? I dressing like how Thugger was dressing. I was coming at him for that. And y'all dressing all crazy and shit with dresses and shit, finger paint on the nails. Not coming at anybody, but that's not. Come on now. Come on now.
Young rich out there kill you if you tell. You don't take care of your kids, but if you're gangster, then you're real. Fly the Benz is where we in. I'm piped up, so my hotel a resident. Stamp the passport out the country with it. Sir, your papa R&B got all his. Had enough of rockin' the black, I'm going rose kid. You got none of your wrist, your arm, and on your necklace. Yeah, you started complaining, but ain't fixed yet. $500,000 for the rich, but the right time on my Rolex. Playing by a rich nigga rule, and we can kick it. Of a lot of M's, I promise you my kid's straight. Whoa, whoa.
Come true. Dreams, they really do come true. Fire track. It's a calm track. I ain't gonna lie. The beat in the second half really does a lot. You know what I'm saying? Really carries the record. The sample at the end and then some of the shit that he's saying, I think it makes for a good record. You know? And I don't know if there's a sample. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that dreams really do come true because it's a nice little touch. And I think that's what he's really saying is that, you know, dreams really do come true, and I think he's alluding to Mariah being his dream, right? Being, I guess, the dream wife, the dream lady of his life. Like, you know, they really do come true, and I got you. Like, I don't want to lose you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit barely happens. So I'm not passing up on this. I think that's what he's kind of alluding to. Nice calm track. Again, talking to his lady. I can't blame him for that. You know what I'm saying? We can't knock him for that. So calm track. So that's a fire track. Fire way to go out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's really meant to be the outro or just a bonus track. And then dreams really do come true is the outro. Don't know. But either way, great way to end off. Both solid records to end off because it got a little dry, you know, when it came down to Pipe Down, Revenge. So I really wasn't a fan of those two records too much. All right. Let me know how y'all feeling. Let's go ahead and get back to the full camera. Let me know how y'all feeling, man. How y'all feel about UY SCUTI? Right, Thugger's first project since his release. He's been locked up for like about what, 2 years? Two to 3 years, right, Chad? Let me know if I'm wrong. 2 to 3 years, I think, is what he's been locked up for. And this is his first project since he's been released. And I think it's a solid outing. I think it's a better project than what we got when he was in prison, which was Business is Business, right? Business is Business was cool. A lot of features that stood out, you know what I'm saying, in particular with Drizzy, right? Oh You Went was a very, very, you know, fire track that those two put together. But other than that, you know, I feel like it was just like a whole bunch of tracks just put together. Rightfully so, because he's not out, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to just compose music while he's in, and then just trying to put together verses that maybe were never used and shit like that, you know, to put together a project. Here, you're able to hear how he is, you know, feeling after his release, you know, and how he felt maybe while he was in prison as well too. You're being able to really sit there and go through his thoughts with him because he put a lot into this project, you know what I'm saying? He was very vulnerable throughout this project. He shared with us how he's been feeling and how he's felt. So, you know, he did exactly what I preach, which is pour your life into your music. You know what I'm saying? Be vulnerable with this shit. Use this shit as your diary. I think that produces some of the best music that you'll get to hear. You know, when people are very honest, very true with their music, because some people can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best, you know, when somebody could get through what they're going on through your music and then y'all relating. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. That's amazing right there. The only thing, and this is what I said throughout the video, that I would hold against Thugger is that whole gunning shit, the whole ratting shit, bro. Just giving again what has released with your cause, how you kind of did the same shit. Leave that shit alone, Thugger. Leave that shit alone, bro. Gunna does not mention you in his songs. He doesn't say nothing about you for the most part, right? Little subliminals done in there. But other than that, he really kind of leaves you alone. He's been coming at Baby more than you. I think he still has some sort of respect for you, despite where y'all stand right now. So leave that shit alone, Thugger. Leave Gunna alone. You said already enough. Leave him alone. Don't mention him no more. Y'all could go y'all different ways. Y'all don't gotta like each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta like everybody in this world. You know what I'm saying? But, like, leave that man alone, bro. Stop mentioning Gunna police ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had to say that, bro. You ain't had to say that, bro. He ain't never mentioned you not once in none of his records, bro. You ain't got to say that, bro. So, I get it, though. I get it. He feel betrayed. I get it. I get it, but I feel like that's some shit he could leave alone, bro. Leave that man alone. Comment down below. Let me know how y'all feeling about this project. To be honest, I'm giving this shit a 7 out of 10. All right, it's a solid project. It's not bad music. All right, not bad music. It's good music. It's good music. It's not bad music, but I feel like it could have been better. There's a couple songs that you could skip on here, and it's not like full of bangers. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a project I can say, yo, I can listen to this shit from start to finish with no skips. So for that, I give it a 7 out of 10. But again, I do think it's a step up from business is business. All right, and again, this is a pivotal project in his discography, in his life. You know, where it's a pivotal point in his life where he's pouring a lot into, you know, a huge ass moment in his life. You know, one of the biggest moments of his life where he could have, you know, faced life in jail ultimately. My favorite record so far is Blaming Jesus. Blaming Jesus, W. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of W tracks. I think Baby walked. Baby had the best feature on here, one of the best verses on this entire project. But I think Blaming Jesus is my favorite record so far. Comment down below y'all favorite record. Comment down below how y'all feeling about this project in general. All right, what are you giving it out of a 10? Out of 10, excuse me. And then who was your favorite feature? All right. Is Thugger back? Yes or no? Let me know how you feel. All right. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, so then that way, you know, it can help us out tremendously with the success of this channel. And make sure you subscribe as well, too, because that will do the same, all right? It will put us in new atmospheres. It'll help us continue to grow. So in that way, you know, we can deliver better and better content to you all right? Make sure you turn on that post notification as well, too. So then that way, you never missing a beat. And when we drop that next video, you know where to stay at. You know exactly where to be, all right? So pop out. Show love, continue to show face, man. I appreciate all the success we've been having so far with that Cardi B reaction. Definitely go check that out. Link down below for that one. Let me know what y'all want to hear. I know a lot of y'all been chiming in on that in the comment section for Am I the Drama reaction. Let me know. Let me know what y'all want to see, all right? What other projects y'all want me to review? What other singles y'all want me to review? Let me know, all right? Or react to, should I say. Other than that, though, I appreciate y'all and love y'all as always. I'm going to holla at y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy. Until then, as always, all right? Appreciate y'all and love y'all, man. Take care. Stay blessed.